There is a moment, somewhere between the last breath of sleep and the first full awareness of a new day, where the mind is completely unguarded. It has not yet remembered its worries. It has not yet recalled the argument from last Tuesday, or the bill that hasn't been paid, or the relationship that feels like it is held together by nothing more than habit and hope. For just a fraction of a second you are free. And then, without fail, the noise returns. The mental chatter floods back in. The fear reasserts itself. The grief, the uncertainty, the quiet dread of another day, all of it comes rushing back like a tide that has only retreated so it can strike harder. And most people, nearly all people, let it happen. They surrender the morning before they have even fully opened their eyes. They hand over the most powerful hour of the day to whatever chaos the mind decides to serve them. And then they wonder why nothing ever seems to change. But here is what the most disciplined minds in human history understood, minds that faced not just personal discomfort, but exile, slavery, war, the death of children, the collapse of empires. They understood that the morning is not something that happens to you. The morning is something you happen to. The way a day begins is not random. It is not determined by luck or circumstance, or whatever you happen to dream about the night before. It is determined by the first words you choose to send to your own mind. It is determined by the internal conversation that begins before you have spoken a single word out loud. And the men and women who mastered this practice did not do it with lengthy rituals or complicated systems. They did it with something far simpler, and far more powerful, than most people ever dare to try. They did it with words. Specific words. Chosen deliberately. Repeated until they became the automatic language of a disciplined soul. What you are about to hear in this video is not motivational rhetoric. This is not a collection of feel-good phrases that fade within 24 hours. This is not the kind of content that asks you to simply believe harder or want more passionately. What this is, and what you need to understand before we go any further, is a framework built entirely on Stoic philosophy, the same school of thought that carried Marcus Aurelius through the most turbulent years of Roman leadership, that gave Epictetus the capacity to endure slavery with a dignity that made his captors feel small, and that gave Seneca the ability to face death with a calm that confused everyone around him. These 5 words are extracted from their actual writings and teachings, stripped to their essence, and made practical for the reality of your daily life. And if you are someone who has been feeling stuck, not in a catastrophic way, but in that quiet, grinding, almost invisible way where the years start blurring together, then I need you to stay with me, because what comes next may